we're live. I think so. I may need to mute my live stream on this. I already muted it. Hey, little me, hey. So, why did I decide to do it like a dish? Well, there's like, so far 60 stands that we have to go through, so it's just me being all like, hey, let me just rank all of the JoJo stands, the ones that I know from the anime so far. And then I look at all the stands like, oh, okay, there's a lot. So, thought just for the heck of it, do it on a live stream. And have all of you awesome JoJo fans help me to, if I'm struggling to rank them, you guys can help me. But I also have the fandom page, the wiki page here, to help me remember some of the more obscure ones, the ones that were in later episodes, and just because there's a lot that I can remember, like, oh yeah, they did this, and then there's a few that I'm like, so we're gonna work together on this one. Crackerjack, I am best boy. Later on, when I make this live, when I make this public for everyone to view, I'm going to put in some chapters. So if you guys just want to, skip ahead to Stardust, Diamond, Golden, etc., etc., you guys can skip to those. Thank you, Wolfie. I think that's how you say it, Wolfie. Cute. But hey, guys. But also, this came at, last second because I was supposed to be at work, but good old, stomach decided to act up in the middle of the night like, hey, did you want sleep? No sleep for you. And I'm like, great. So I had to call in sick at work, and I was like, well, maybe I can do it later on today, or maybe tomorrow. But tomorrow is Father's Day in Australia, and I want to spend some time with the family, so live stream. I know this is very last second, but also, as a friendly reminder to all of you guys, Meta Runner, it's an anime that I'm in. I voice a character named Theo. They're going to move all the Meta Runner episode uploads onto their newest channel called Glitch Productions. I think the channel is just called Glitch. Oh, thank you, Mike Kira. Thank you. So, and Mike Kira, if you got a question, let me know. They released a pilot episode called Ultra Jump Mania, which stars my character named Theo. And it's basically like his own little animated series. They're just starting with a pilot, but if it gets popular enough, they're going to make it into an actual TV series. If you guys love that idea of having a Theo animated series starring me, just go to Glitch right now, subscribe, watch Ultra Jump Mania. That or wait for until after the after this live stream. Can you repeat the anime you're in? I am in Meta Runner. It's METARUNNER. And the pilot that just aired today is Ultra Jump Mania, which is, my character is like a video game character, and he lives in his own little video game world. In Meta Runner, the main character accidentally finds herself in his game, and then accidentally takes him out of the game. But in this pilot, it's just what life was like for Theo inside the game. Where he just makes the Elder God Tomato's life a living pineapple nightmare. Yeah. But just go to Glitch's YouTube channel, subscribe, check out Ultra Jump Mania, and that is where Meta Runner Season 2 will be airing. And I can assure you, Season 2 will be starting very soon. So subscribe and stay tuned. Until then, let's rank some stands, why don't we? First, I'm going to do this individually, because I have ones for Stardust, Crusaders, Diamond is Unbreakable, and Golden Wind. Let's get this started. USA's dark while you awake. I'm in a land down under. Sorry. But hey, guys. So let's get started. First up, Star Platinum. I'm automatically going to put that in the S tier. Because it beats you up like crazy. It's super fast. And then later on, spoiler warning, it kind of absorbs the ability of Zawarudo, where it can go fast enough to freeze time as well, so that's definitely an S tier for me. Greetings from Maziavo. It's 1 a.m. for you. Aw. Well, thanks for stopping by. Been a while. Glad to hear you're in good health. So you're in good health, huh? Thank you, Ranma. Who is Best Jojo? Oh, that's so hard. That is so hard. A part of me loves Giorno. Because it is. I'll save that for my review. I still can't decide. I know. Personally, Jonathan and Josuke would not be my choices for Best JoJo, but it's hard for me to choose. In the description? Can I edit my description? Can I? Is it possible? I should actually have the link right here as well for Glitch Productions. Hey, look, it says I'm live. Wow. Welcome to YouTube, guys. So this is Glitch, and the pilot's already reached over 100,000 views. Yay! And they actually released all of the episodes of Metarunner as like a whole movie. They had to cut a few scenes to fit the movie timeline, so if you want to see those extra scenes, just go to SMG4 and watch all the episodes. But if you want to see the movie version of Metarunner, just go to Glitch's production. Has 153,000 subscribers. Let's keep subscribing and get them even more subscriptions. But, yep, Ultra Jump Mania, there's the pilot episode right here. But anyways, back to ranking these stands. Magician's Red is a very good fighter. Uses a lot of fire abilities. Dio. Next is... So is this the next Rooster Teeth? It's basically an Aussie Rooster Teeth. Do another game night? Ooh, with Phantom. I can talk to him. We like doing those. Let's see. Brendan's gonna record some stuff downstairs. We made a little recording booth. It's so cute. I don't know, guys. Where should I put Magician's Red? 'Cause I'm thinking A or B category, because it's a very strong opponent. And Avdol is just so cool. I wouldn't say it's like S tier, because all it can really do is just fight really well, and just... It's a Firebird. Firebird. I think for now I'm gonna put it in the A rank. Yeah, Joestar Gaming. A rank! Hermit Purple. Purple Hermit. Good morning, Drop RX. I'm sorry this is so last sudden. Like, it basically turns Joseph into Spider-Man, but it also has the power of foresight where he can, like, use TVs and cameras to, see things into the future. I don't know, maybe a B category or C category, because it doesn't really do much in battle. It's not the strongest stand, but it has foresight, so it's pretty useful. It just breaks the camera. And of course, I was going to put in my review that, like, oh, sir, those are expensive. But I asked my dad, who was actually, you know, an adult in the 80s, so I asked him how much were those polarized, and he's like, they were honestly not that expensive. And I'm like, really? So him breaking all these cameras is no big deal because they were dirt cheap. Fair enough. I'm doing anime for now because I have not read Stone Ocean, Steel Run, and JoJolion. I have not read those yet. I'm gonna be fair and give him B. Okay. Oh, you met Avdol's voice actor? Aw, jealous. I want to meet them all. I've met Matthew Mercer in person. So cool. Became useless in search for Kira. That is true. That is so true. But we'll get that into Diamond is Unbreakable, because I had to do a little bit of repeating for Diamond is Unbreakable and Golden Wind. Hi, Robyn. You are great as Theo, and I'm excited for when you review Golden Wind. This is a repeat because you missed the previous ones. I'm sorry. Also, how do you feel about Jump Force? Sorry for the repeat. What's Jump Force? Is that that weird Shonen Jump PS4 game. What about Vento Aura? Isn't that Golden Wind? Vento Aura? Like, what's the proper name for it? Because, like, the wiki called it Vento Oro. Aura or whatever. The answer, yes. Yes. It's a Golden Wind, Vento. I know they had to change a lot of names for translation, but also to avoid copyrights. Like, the airplane was called Aerosmith. Come on. Be cool, music companies. Be cool. What happened, music companies? It used to be cool. I haven't read the Avatar comics. Emerald Splash. It could possess a body, do long range attacks, and has those little strand things. So, it's pretty useful. I'm gonna put that in the A rank. Silver Chariot is a good melee competitor. It's very fast with a sword. And it could also go fast enough so it can perform Shadow Clone Jutsu. So, either B or A. Because it's just a really good sword fighter and can multiply itself if it goes fast enough. Probably A rank. It's a good fighter, so. Ah, the Fool. The Fool. The Furu. What do you think of Yoshikage Kira? Very sophisticated, yes. Hierophant Green. Sorry, Emerald Splash is the... Sorry. There's so many names I'm memorizing. There's just a lot. So I'm like, Emerald Splash. Dang it, it's Hierophant Green. Dang it. Hierophant Green. I think I even labeled it Emerald Splash in my labeling. Because it's like silver, purple, red, emerald, green. Dang it. The Fool is an edgier Gara. Like, it can use sand, but only to create its own stand. So it needs to be around sand, summon it up with sand, and then it turns into, like, this little metal fighter. But he can also hide in sand, as we saw in that episode with Vanilla Ice, where it could just hide itself in the sand, which they should have just stayed there and waited for Jotaro and the others to like hurry up with their thing. Just like hide. Iggy Pop had an album named The Fool. Oh, that's cool. That's probably the reference. Hey, Brandon. Maybe a B. Like, it's useful to hide in the sand, and it can do some good things. I don't remember seeing enough of it. He had to have his own episode with Horus, the eagle. Jojo, now that you've seen all 4 animes. It's hard to choose. Like, it's hard for me to choose between Joseph, Jotaro, and Giovanna. It's so hard. Like, I really have to think about it. I make my own little video ranking the JoJos, but not like this kind of ranking, but like, you know, from worst to best. It's so hard to choose. They're all good boys. They're all good boys. Hermit Purple is a C tier. I would kind of like... It was more useful in Stardust Crusaders than it was with Diamond. Are these the only stands from the anime? Yeah, I'm only going to do anime because I haven't read the manga yet. I remember you mentioned you had met Johnny Young Bosch. Is he nice in real life? He is super nice. He is, like, super duper nice. Like, long story short, I had to do an interview with him over at ShadowCon. And the interviews were not arranged, so we had to ask the actors in person. And I went up to him to ask for one, and the panelist guy got a little upset. I'm like, dude, you told me to, like, go up to these guys and ask them, and there was just a bit of miscommunication. Johnny's just watching us argue back and forth. So he gets up, opens a wall, and is like, we can do the interview over here. And I'm like, I love you, Johnny. I love you so much. He is such a cool guy. And there are times he'll do panels where he'll sing the answers. It's so cool. Like, if you watch Anime America episode 50, I know that video is ancient, but you'll see his panel where he's singing his answers, and it's so cool. What about Boogie Pop, Phantom, and Clannad? Recently. I did a review of Clannad a long time ago, and I just... People know my thoughts on Clannad. Boogie Pop, I never watched it. But back to the stands! Iggy was just not being helpful because Iggy is Iggy and he loves farting in your face. It could fly, which did help when he faced his first stand opponent with the others. That little water guy. I'm thinking about the Dio Sumi Shirka's reasons. You thought this was a shirt, but it was me, Dio. It does glide. Do you think C tier? Full to B tier, it's fairly good. It can fly, so. And he good boy. Like, he really, like, I don't want to spoil too much, but he did do a good boy at the end. So because he good boy, B. B saying C, no stand. That's fair enough. I'm gonna put him in B. Okay. Should I do Zawarudo next or leave that for last? So we can do Dio for last or we can do Dio right now. It's up to you guys. Iggy is best boy. Yes, he is a good boy. Hey Brian, if you could give one stand to any anime character, which stand and what character? I'd have to think about that. Oh, you want to? Okay, I have a vote for. Dio always comes last. Like say the best for last. Dio now. Dio is best for last. Okay, we'll save Dio for last. Tower of Grey, that bug thing. Ugh. Like it just went super fast enough to the point where it can just crush through your skulls and take your tongues. That's all it could really do. It was just a super fast and annoying bug that killed an entire plane. So it was effective. It did its job and it crashed a plane, but it's just a bug. So I'm gonna put that in the F rank. It's just a stupid bug. Unless you guys think otherwise. Convince me otherwise if I'm misranking these, but it's just a little bug. Blue Ocean, it was just a strong fighter in the waters. It was the one with Captain and Tennille, I think. It was just a strong opponent for... is why I have to go through security. F. Lol. So true. But yeah, this fishy dude that can fight really well in the waters. Wasn't that big of a deal. It's strong but limited. Yeah, I might put that in the D rank for now. Getting the other face mask and the star hoodie. Aw, you can never have enough hoodies. Thank you, Martha. Yeah. Blue Ocean fishy thingy. D rank. The ship. It has no will of its own. It is literally a fish that a monkey can use randomly to like tie up its victims and have them melt into the floors. As long as you beat up the monkey, it's just a boat. It's literally a boat. It's a boat. E. Yeah, this is the strength arcana. D. Seeing E and D is a little more useless than the ocean thingy, so I'm gonna put it at D. Orangutan is an ape. Okay. Sorry, ape. Monkey. Guys, here puns. Okay, this one was... let's remember what the name was. This one was Ebony Devil. The one where I think the guy had to, like, sacrifice himself to pour the blood on the puppet, and then it would manifest into a nearby object. That, or I had to, like, sacrifice something in order for the puppet to possess this voodoo doll of some sort. The doll itself was annoying. Just by itself, maybe it can't do much, but if it possesses a doll that's heavily equipped, then maybe I might put that in the C rank, because it did give Polnareff a little bit of a challenge. It was just annoying. It's a little doll with the swords. It's kind of like... it's basically Chucky. It's Chucky. C rank? Yeah, we'll put that in the C rank. Yellow Temperance, the one where it was basically the same as one of the Oingo Boingo brothers, but it can melt your skin. This thing can, like, devour you. So you can look like anything, lure your victims in, and then devour them. That is a very powerful thing, and it did give Jotaro, like, a bit of, like, ugh. He struggled with that one. You understand what? Maybe the B rank? I'd say for now, yeah, B rank. When you realize Joker is Jojo, oh my god. Yeah. Oh, the man in the mirror, I think it was called Hangman, the Hangman. The one where like you don't see it behind you, but when you see your reflection, it's in your reflection. It can still kill you. You're just like, oh boy. And this thing has like long range. Like the holder of this thing, it can be like miles and miles away with this thing just like bouncing around reflections. Without reflections, it's useless. It can't bounce off anything else. So you have to like be in an area where there's no reflection. But it has a long range. It can like bounce around to other reflections. It can be super duper deadly. And plus if you attack it, then you also attack its stand user, so it is super fast. I'm gonna put that in the B rank. The frickin' gun. Emperor. It's just a gun. It's just a gun. This guy literally has like one good episode and then like he just bounces around to other episodes and then just decides to quit. The bullets, the way I described it in the review was a gun with literal bullets that shout, "Bitch, please!" S tier for the memes. Pew, pew! This thing, like, it can, like, you shoot it, it avoids the obstacles and goes straight to the target at hand, and when you, like, shoot it into the pipes, it'll just follow the path until it hits its target. Oh yeah, I did hear about Shield Hero 2. I'm excited! Deed would be F, but bullet control. Yeah, you can control the bullets. Honestly, the only thing I like about Emperor is the way Whole Horse summons his stand. Yeah. Adol uses fire to turn the desert to glass, and everything is reflective. Oof. Very true. C or D? Because literally a gun with honing bullets. It's got infinite ammo. That is true. I might put that in C rank because it's infinite ammo. 4 parts too early. D or C. A lot of people saying D. D. Are we giving Whole Horse the D? Meeny, meeny, miny, me. I'm gonna put in C. I might change my mind later. Empress.
Robyn!
What?
You're adopted. That is all.
Aw. Oh, Tiger and Bunny's getting a sequel? Cool. Empress was a parasite that grew on your body, and once it reaches maturity, it can do its best to kill you and everybody around it. But, like, it was super annoying to Joseph. But even if Joseph with the freaking purple hermit can defeat it, then this thing's not that impressive. But it was a parasite that grew on you, was super deadly, and it was not easy to get rid of. And once you did get rid of it, then the person holding it turned into an ugly old lady. You're adopted. Oh. It was scary, but it's too gross to rank high, lol. I don't know, guys. I think somehow she just nicked Joseph to insert the parasite. It grew on his arm. It was super annoying. It easily killed the doctor that was looking at it. Empress is adopted. Yeah, after he dipped it in tar, it became pretty useless. And then, didn't he, like, light it on fire or something? I don't remember, but... E rank. Like, it can be a bit deadly, but it's so tiny and it's annoying, and even Joseph could get rid of it. Flexing. People are saying C, D, or E, so I'm gonna go in the middle. D. Freaking a car! A demonic speed racer. The thing can, like, run you over, but it, like, didn't it, like, die off of a cliff or something? Like, what was with this car? Like, it just chased our heroes around and just would not stop. It was just a car. It was a car. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune. It just chased you around and it talked, and it's just like, Benny, is that you? Benny from Who Framed Roger Rabbit, is that you? Yeah, I'm not impressed with Wheel of Fortune because they easily defeated it, so E. Leaving it for E. At least, like, it has the speed to, like, run you over and do some damage, unlike Tower of Grey, where it was just a stupid bug. Alright, Justice. That was the fog one. If, Inya could, like, pierce your skin somehow, literally put a hole punch in your arm, or any part of your body, to which she made Polnareff suffer by piercing his tongue and, like, dragging him towards the toilet. Like, oh. Oh. But it would pierce your body and control your body as well. And also maybe control the dead. That was pretty powerful. It was a bit of a struggle. For Jotaro, it wasn't that big of a deal, but I might put that in the B rank. Like in a toilet. Poor Polnareff. Yeah, B rank. We'll put that in the B. This bug right here. Oh, Lovers. Lovers was the one where, like, if the parasite is inside of you and someone tries to hurt the user, the pain goes back to the person that's possessed. And it was trying to, like, do more, like, neural damage to Joseph. So this thing's pretty threatening and it has a bit of long range, but as long as Hierophant Green and Silver Chariot can shrink themselves down and tackle the thing inside, it's just basically, like, it can be useful if you're trying to run away. Like, if you try to kill me, you're gonna kill your friend who's possessed. I'm gonna run, and then when I'm at a distance, I'm gonna summon my thing back, okay? Bye. So it's useful, but I think, like, the Lover's user was just being a little too arrogant. And it's not like he could... I don't know what, like, the thing was trying to do. Like, it was just trying to make Jotaro's day bad while torturing Joseph. Like... Oh, yeah, Steely. Damn. Without Joseph, they would have died. Like, once it's inside of you and it messes with you, it's pretty bad, and... Either C or D. What do you guys think? C rank? I'm seeing a lot of C's. You can die from pain alone. It's pretty solid, to be honest. B. B? Alright, for now, we'll put it at B. The Sun! This one was stupid! Like, it was gonna torture the guys to the point where they were gonna get heat frustration, but once they figured out that the desert was reflection, they're like, oh, there he is, and just kill it. The Sun was so stupid. Like, it killed the camels, but the Joestar gang, they just hid under a rock, figured out where he was, killed him in one shot, and then just carried on with their day. So, F. That one was stupid. It's a mirror. Assume you watch Hazbin Hotel. If so, does he want to hang out with Husk and drink cheap booze? He has not, but probably would. Even the episode said it was dumb. F. Death 13, the one with the baby, and it was pretty much baby Freddy Krueger, where this thing could kill you in your dreams. It didn't, though. It kind of came close to killing everybody, but it was just an episode where, what's his name? Kalkyoin was all like, the baby's trying to kill us, I swear. Kalkyoin, you're insane. It's just, they kept waking up in time. Like, the baby had to, like, switch it off. I swear, like, if Death 13 just didn't play with them, everybody would have been dead. Just saying. It's just another episode where these guys got lucky due to arrogance. So I'm gonna put that maybe in the A rank, because that's a pretty solid technique. Like, if the baby didn't waste its time, then Death 13 could have killed everybody. Yeah, but he's a baby, that's the point. But he was pretty smart baby. And he was a creepy baby. He had fangs. The friggin' genie. What was his name again? What was the name of that genie? Judgment. He's the Apple iTunes terms and conditions of, like, wishes. Like, he'll make your wishes come true, but you'd have to, like, learn a lesson with the wishes. And, like, of course, it seems like if the others were being tested, they wouldn't be, like, tempted to hail to you! That catchphrase. Now that we're talking about a different baby. This was just like a cute little baby. Like, I think if the others were to get their wishes granted with this thing, then I don't know if there'd be a problem, because, like, the first 2 wishes that Polnareff makes were pretty spot on. Like, the first one, it was just gold. Gold made out of dirt. Whoop-de-doo. So when he just decides to bring his sister back from the grave and Avdol, that was when they turned zombie-ish and started to attack him. But it's like, if he didn't wish for those, what then? Like, would he get, like, food poisoning? He was like, make me the best sandwich in the world? Would he get, like, food poisoning from that? I don't know. D rank, as long as he doesn't make a wish. Maybe E rank, because it's stupid. If you don't make a wish, then you're useless. It's the power of temptation. That's why I'm not putting it in F. I'm putting it in E, because as long as you don't have a contract. This is the QB of JoJo. Hail to you, contract. High Priestess. That was the one that can shapeshift. How did it get in the submarine? Like, they just get in the submarine, sail their way to Egypt, and then they get attacked undersea. How did it get in the boat in the first place? Like, did her father own the submarine company? Because I'm pretty sure this was an item they purchased from the Speedwagon Foundation. They got in through the door, of course. But how did she, like, beat them to Egypt? Like, I know this thing's, like, long range, so did she just, like, have this thing fly thousands of miles to where they were, get into the submarine, and then attack? Like, how much range does this woman have? But that's all I'm asking. Like, how the hell did it get into the boat? But when it's doing its thing, it's pretty powerful. Because it could shapeshift into anything and trap you. It didn't do the job correctly, because it just would not kill the Joestar gang effectively, but it's still pretty useful. So maybe A or B? A or B? Everyone's saying A. Hotkey for God. Like, boom, it's right there. Yeah, she was on shore the whole time. Would have won if not for plot armor. Fair enough. Plot armor. The water one. Let me take a drink. This one was controlled by a blind guy who was a bit of a distance away from the group, so this thing has range. Geb. Geb or Jeb? Or Yeb? Yeah, this thing's pretty deadly. If you make a move or sound, this thing will find you, and it will friggin' kill you and rip your face off, because that was a thing. Water attacks you in the desert, lol. Gaib. Nope, it's B or A. Like, Jotaro only defeated it by forcing Iggy to summon its stand and fly away. And that's when they found the stand user. So I'd say because it's very deadly, is if you make a sound, then yeah, A rank. Oinga boinga brothers! The first dude, the shapeshifter, is so useless. All he did was just, like, follow his little brother to look at the book and, like, shape his, like, face. Why did Polnareff and Joseph not question Jotaro's wardrobe change? All he can do is shape is, it's like, the yellow guy, but not as deadly. All he can do is just change his face. Absolute banger. Yeah, nah. He's practically, he can sneak up to you, but that's it. And he looked like Jotaro for a bit, and for some reason Polnareff and Joseph did not question his wardrobe change. Like, why are you wearing a different hat? What's with your clothes? Are you a stand user? Only his face can be changed, useless as F. Yeah, like the other guy, like, he could change his whole body and like, devour your skin. Like, that one was useful. This guy's useless. The book. The book itself. Oingo boingo sounds so funny to say. Oingo boingo brazas. It tries to tell the future through a comic book, and you have to use that information to your advantage, but it felt like it was trolling the user, saying like, hey, they're gonna die this way. Not really. It really did. It really didn't really seem as useless. Like, the guy couldn't really control it. All he could do was just read a book and be all like, okay, this is what's gonna happen. And then at the very end, he's all like, I'm gonna use this for good. And it's like, but how? Like, it's supposed to show you the fate of the person you're looking at, I guess. It's like Death Note. It's, yeah, it was just there for, like, comedy, where it's like, oh, this is gonna happen, for sure, but the opposite happened. Here. No higher than C. I'll be kind and make it C, because it can be useful to tell the future, but that's all it can do, and you see the result, but not know how to do the you know how to do it, but not sure if the results are accurate. So powerful, predicts the real world. F tier. The sword. The sword is bad. Anubis, he is so bad. You possess a person holding the sword to become an expert swordsman. You just have to rely on the fact that, like, the person who's going to use you like shiny things. Like, ooh, shiny sword. I'm really good at sword fighting. I'm gonna kill some Joestars. So it can be effective when it possesses someone, but it needs to have someone to possess. Be all like, hey, I'm a sword. You like swords? Come on. No? Fine. Just sit here and wait. Hey, you like swords, kid? Come on, you like swords. It can't move on its own, and then, like, I think it could try to regenerate itself or craft itself back up if it finds an area for a human to, like, pick it up, possess it, and then fix it, but it ends up finding itself in the bottom of a river, so it's like, oof, my boy, oof. I'm gonna leave it at E, because when it's in use, it's pretty fast, but he relies too heavily on other people to, like, help him. Now for the magnet! Magnet lady! I actually like this one a lot. Given the circumstances, like, Joseph and Avdol, they could have been crushed by a lot of things. And be weighted down and have everything just, like, crush them from the metal and then the magnets. But the... Oh, yeah, Mexican. Oh, I love that part. Oh, yeah, Mariah. D for railing. Like, it could have been so useful, but she got really unlucky. I still like it, though, so I'm gonna put it at C, maybe. The shadow one. This one was stupid. Like, if you could just avoid the shadow, then this guy is like... It's so F. The shadow one is just like, if you touch the shadow, or if the shadow touches your shadow, then, like, you decrease your years. Like, you get younger and younger to the point where the opponent can easily defeat you because you and your stand are so weak at that point. But as long as you can avoid the shadow, then you're fine. It was so stupid. And even then, it just proves that Jotaro was a badass even as a kid. Yada yada does it. Theo saying it, yada yada does eh? Kono Theo da! Everyone's saying D, so I'll put it at D. How quick it works? At least a C. If really old just makes you young. Yeah, fair. Mind that you defeated WTF. Jotaro defeated Alessi at 7. The actual stand user, meh. Like, at the same time, like, not many people know about it, so it's like, haha, I dodged your axe, haha, my shadow touched you, frick! So, I'll be kind, I'll give it C. The Gambler. This one's pretty low for me, because you have to lose the game, and then your soul gets taken away. But what if you don't play the game? It's like, hey, play a game and I'll tell you some information. No. Probably you're gonna cheat. No. Pretty powerful. Like, it can steal your soul and keep it as, like, a little chip. If you play the game and you lose the game, your soul gets taken. But if you don't play the game, or if you win the game, then you're fine. It was just there for, like, episodic reasons. Find some way to blackmail you into it, playing it, though. That's just, like, that's wordplay, like, to lure you into the game. It's like, okay, but I'm the only one in this area that knows the information that you need. You have no choice but to play me. Lost the game. If you die in the game, you die in real life. So, I have a few people saying F. C if you're at Vegas. Lol. Whole point of it is you have to play the game, so probably forget that Darby is fire. Like, for plot's sakes, just E, because they needed that information, so it's useful, but it's like, it's not like he gave him the information anyways, he just had a panic attack. And it's like, well, that was pointless. Like, he lost the game, he's supposed to give the information, but he just went insane and cracked and just became useless thereafter. It's like, well then, this was dumb. Jotaro's, like, best player, so good. Yes, 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 yes. Horus, the ice pterodactyl. That thing gave, Pet Shop Stand A rank. That thing gave that thing gave Iggy, like, one heck of a fight. Yeah, no, this is a very strong bird. You don't mess with the bird. You come near Dio's palace, you get the ice. What's this, doggy? You're a stand user, you're getting the ice, bruh. What's this, two little doggies sneaking into my territory? You're getting the ice, bruh. Pet Shop, that was terrifying. That was a terrifying stand. Now for the little brother with the video games. It was the same as... Everyone's saying, like, Video Game Boy was better, but it's like, but it's the same thing. I think, like, they had no choice but to fight him. Hi, Robyn, I don't watch JoJo, so I'll just drop this and leave. Bye. Aw, thank you, Uzumaki. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, Uzumaki, let me know. It's the Boyd. S in the games, like, Jotaro gets an S. Like, Jotaro himself gets an S. C, because of today's culture. Like, I don't know, like, it's so hard to, like... It's cool that, like, they had no choice but to play the games in order to, like, make their way through the mansion. They told, like, Avdol, Polnareff, and Iggy to stay behind, while Joseph, Kakyoin, and Jotaro go ahead to play the game. And if you lose the game, your soul gets stolen and it's put in a puppet. I might put it a bit up, because it's like they had no choice but to play the games. Like, the gambler, the poker chip guy, it was just like, hey, I know some information, but you still have the choice whether to partake in it or not. This guy was like, well, I mean, if you're going to see Dio, you're going to have to face me. So they had no choice but to play the games. But also he can read your mind and predict your moves. So I'd say, like, just for reading the minds part, like, you have to be like, okay, he can read my mind and predict my next move, so I'm gonna, like, oh, yes, 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 yes. B. Just because I forgot about the mind reading part. Tenor sax is an F because we don't really know what it does. They say that, like, that he could set up illusions, but he was never given a chance to use his stand properly, so that's an F. Cream. Vanilla ice and cream. I'm putting that up there. I'm putting that at S. Mainly because that thing was terrifying, and the only reason why he lost was because Dio did the dumbest thing by making him into a vampire. So when Polnareff realized, wait, Dio made you into a vampire? Oh shit, son, I could just open up these windows and turn you into ash. Bye. But the room was just dark itself, and he wasn't playing around too much. He could have just wiped out everybody instantly, like, and he took out two of the gang members. Spoilers: 2 of your best boys die, and one of them instantly. It's like, hold up, where did he go? Oh crap, he dead. Oof. So if he wasn't turned into a vampire, if Dio just wasn't dicking around, this guy could have wiped out the entire group. He's too OP. He is literally a void that can eat anything and instantly kill you. That is an S. Speaking of S's, Zawardo! Dio gets S. That is an S for Dio. If he just didn't have that huge ego and not, like, toy with his things, like, he could freeze time, kill you, bye. That's pretty much what happened with other best boy. Poor best boy. As if he just didn't push himself, like, he was able to get more Joestar blood into his system so that, like, he was able to fully transform and utilize his body, and he became much stronger to utilize his stand. And 5 seconds have passed, yes. But the longer he stayed, the more not in control he was. And then Matthew Mercer comes in with his "It's high noon" line. But if he wasn't such an ego, if there wasn't such a plot device, then, yeah, Dio could have won the whole thing if he just wasn't toying with them. I'm just gonna save my rankings. Yeah? I'm gonna take a small break, because I'm actually pretty hungry, so I'm gonna grab a snack. I'm gonna do my little thing right here. Room's like, hey, be right back. But yeah, I'm gonna take maybe just a couple of minutes. I'll be right back, guys. I'm really hungry. I'm getting a bit lightheaded. Because all I really had was toast. You need more than toast, so. They make some pretty delicious donuts. Donuts. But next will be Diamond is Unbreakable, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Minimize this. It's gonna take a minute. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Or if you think I should, like, rearrange these things, let's talk for a bit as I refuel. If Theo had his own stand. Definitely coconut or pineapple related. Maybe something in the lines of, like, kind of like Hermit Purple to help him, like, swing around the trees, but also try to do some heavy damage to his enemies. Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s? Maybe. I don't know, like, I haven't really seen most of the Yu-Gi-Ohs. I think I only watched up to, like, the Pegasus arc. That's how long I've been out of Yu-Gi-Oh! What's your favorite anime of summer 2020? I haven't really watched too much 2020 anime because I've been trying my best to catch up with a lot of these Patreon requests. That's why you haven't really been seeing a lot of top 10s, because one, they're super exhausting to make, and two, I had just been looking at the Patreon list like, I need to get this done. I like my stand to have the create pizza out of thin air, because why not? Yes! It's just end world hunger right there. Have a stand that'll just literally feed people. Which is what we're gonna get into with Diamond is Unbreakable, if you know who I'm talking about. If I had a stand, what would I name it? Figment. The stand of creativity and can transform anything using my imagination. There we go. I actually do have Eyes of Heaven. It's on my PS4. After I finish Persona 5, I'm going to play it. Oh, you would name your stand Papa John? Clever. The guy who ate 30 pizzas in 40 days. Would it be possible for a stand to have its own stand? It confuses me so. Not that I'm aware of. Stand name tax evasion. Nice. What would Sumi's stand be if he had one? Probably a chick with large boobs that could produce any sort of alcohol. And he would call it the party chick. Hey, Epic Raccoon. We just got done ranking the Stardust Crusaders tier list. Based on mostly their usefulness in battle and thereof. Just what's the point in the stand? What can it do? Any limitations, etc. ASMR. Favorite stand part 4? I'll have to think about that when we go through part 4. Yeah, just to recap, in the S rank I put in Star Platinum, Zawarudo, and Cream. A rank I did Magician's Red, Hierophant Green, Silver Chariot, Death 13, High Priestess, Geb, and Horus. B rank, Hermit Purple, The Fool, Yellow Temperance, Hangman, Justice, Lovers, and the video game, I think Atom, I think that was his name. C rank was the little devil Chucky baby thing. The Emperor, which was the gun, the Oingo Boingo book, the Magnet Lady, the Shadow Axe dude. D rank was the fast Blue Ocean guy, then it was the ship, then the Empress with that little parasite that just would not leave your arm. E rank was the Wheel of Fortune Speed Racer demonic version. the Genie, hail to you! Anubis, and the gambler guy that can steal your soul and turn it into poker chips. F was Tower of Grey, Sun, the other Oingo Boingo brother, and Tenor Sax. I was gonna say the other dude. Chucky and Annabelle. They're creepy dolls. I heard something like around 2021 for the Sailor Moon movies. Okay. Let's get started. Aww. Thank you, Lorenzo. Wasn't there like a doll movie called Annabelle, and they just keep making those movies about a creepy girl doll? She looks like an antique doll from like the 18th century or something, and everyone dies around her. Arthur! Thank you. Borger? What's a Borger? Burger? Ooh, burgers. Burger sounds nice. But thank you so much, Arthur. It's really sweet. Okay. Crazy Diamond. That one person who asked me what was my favorite stand from part 4. It is Crazy Diamond. Crazy Diamond is S rank. Come on. It's same as Star Platinum, but instead of like freezing time and going ultra fast, it can beat you up, but heal you. And there's something chaotic about that. Like, it could beat you into a pulp, but then heal you. There was like this really cute animation with like what would happen if the characters and their stands were like being picked on by a finger. So the characters like, stop. And their stands would like help them get out of that situation. And you felt so bad for the hand. It's just like, getting like bullied around until you see Crazy Diamond at the very end just licking like a lollipop and just healing the finger. It's like, aw. It's so cute. Yeah, I can't heal Josuke, so Josuke just has to be careful. And also can't ignore the part where it's like he traps Aqua Necklace in a bottle by like stabbing his mom, breaking the glass, capturing it, healing the glass, and healing Mom. It's like, well, damn. Damn, son. Star Platinum, gonna put it at S rank. Probably a little bit above Crazy Diamond, even though Crazy Diamond is my favorite. It's just a little bit more powerful than it was in Stardust Crusaders. And the one thing that kind of nitpicks me a little is every other season, unless something happens past Stone Ocean, every other JoJo has been able to, like, I know I shouldn't say this because it might spoil Golden Wind, but if you want me to say it, I'll say it. If you don't mind a tad bit of spoilers. Arthur, you're just spoiling me at this point. Matteo made a good point. Burger from Burger King and fries from McDonald's. I have to agree, because it feels like the ingredients at Burger King's are a bit, it just tastes a bit fresh. Like, a little bit more fresh than, maybe it's because they add more tomatoes in their burgers. I don't really recall McDonald's ever using tomatoes in some of their burgers. But you really want me to say it? One night stand. Both the Avengers had stands. Wow. And again, I always go for a Big Mac. Big Macs are nice. Like, I'll just say it straight up. Every other JoJo's been able to defeat their villain except Josuke. In Diamond is Unbreakable, it was Jotaro that had the final punch, and then Raimi finished him off in the spirit realm. Josuke did most of the dirty work, and then Jotaro takes the final punch. Just not sure how I feel about that. Holy crap, you're right. True. No, I'll do my best to, like, read Stone Ocean. Is there, like, a manga app where I can purchase the books? Because I tried doing it through Bookwalker, but they don't have any of the JoJo books. I wouldn't mind buying digital copies. Are you able to read manga on Viz Media's app? Because I think you can buy digital copies of Viz Media manga. Dr. Stone? Meh. The ambulance was the one that really good. That's sad. I remember now. That's sad. That poof. The hand. It can be so OP if it was used by the right person. Like, oh yeah, he was killing the town, so the town killed him. There you go. There you go, but still wasn't by Josuke's hand. The hand just seems like it's very OP, but Okuyasu doesn't really utilize its full potential. This thing can, like, it can fight really well and delete space. It's pretty much Scorpion, but without the whip. He ain't got brains, but he's got heart. Yeah. The hand can erase Notorious B.I.G. Probably could, yeah, he could. Josuke killed a rat. So true. Touché. This thing can be pretty useful if used correctly. Arthur, you're spoiling me. Josuke, I forgot how to breathe again. Oi, Josuke, I forgot how to breathe again. A or S? Because it just feels like I don't see enough of it. Like, there was the episode with the brothers, and I'll see it like a few times, but I just don't see its full potential. Because there's so many stands, and stand users getting their own time in the spotlight. Like, you know more about Heaven's Door and Reverb and Killer Queen, but not much about the hand. Any thoughts, guys? The hand is S, but Okuyasu can't use it well. Okay, we'll be fair. Everyone's saying S, so A rank, it's only the right hand, so there's an obvious focal point. That is true. That is kind of true, yeah. It's only the right hand. Anything that my right hand swipes, the space will be deleted from the swipe. Perfect cell, semi-perfect cell, and perfect cell. Lol. That is accurate. I think for now I'm going to put hand at A. But I do have each of the reverbs. Reverb number 1. Small radius, but it can write down whatever sound effect on any surface, and it'll just... And you had Cream at S. Cream was OP. That thing was a freaking void that could eat everything. This one's just literally the right hand that can eat anything. The hand is like the superior... How is it a superior version of Cream? Cream was just undefeatable. It's just... He only got defeated because Dio was dumb enough to turn him into a vampire. Okay. Act 1 for reverb. Where do we put it? Act 1 is a bit limited. It's still pretty useful, though, so maybe C. Act 2, maybe in the B rank, because it could do a bit more, and its radius does increase. Act 3, do we put it in A? Because I think it could do a bit more. Hey, John. Cream's major weakness is the Vanilla Ice is also blind to his surroundings and must regularly take a peek, leaving himself briefly vulnerable to attack. Where's next Taku stand? I mean, I get it, but it just felt like that was just instantaneous death that the group just could not see coming. Like, but at the same time, I think they could kind of see when the void was heading towards them. When Iggy made it very dusty in the room. What about Act 3, guys? Reverb, Act 3. I think like it has a bit more of a punch. Its radius is a bit better, and A rank? There we go. There we go. Now they're all lined up. And if you guys say so, like, I don't see enough of the hand, but I know it is OP, so, alright. I still think Cream is better. Because poor Avdol. That was tough. Heaven's Door. This one was just, you can use it to read your opponent, know everything about them, and then change something inside of them. So, when is Metarunner Season 2 being released? Very soon, so stay tuned. Has a range of 5 meters. Yeah. Like, for fighting, like, all I could really do is just disable the opponent by opening them up like a book. But it's still useful to get information, and then when they're down, you just write something in there, and they just won't attack you or something. Like, hey, it's useless when you're attacking me. Like, that was the one thing that disabled Reverb with him, was he wrote inside of Hirose that, like, your reverbs will miss me every time. That's pretty handy, so I'm gonna put him in A. Rohan used it incredibly well. He instant wins by writing conditions. I mean, that is true. But then somehow, like, I'm wondering how, like, Killer Queen got inside of that kid. Like, he just uses Heaven's Door to read the kid, and then there's Killer Queen right there, and it's like, oh, hi. How'd you do that? I think we'll go with tradition and save the villain for last, so Killer Queen will be saved for last. Aqua Necklace is a stand that can travel through liquids and steam. And have like a deadly range when it's inside of you and just kill you from the inside out. But if it's trapped in some way, then it's pretty much useless. Also, Takuichi Italian Part 5. Aww. That's accurate. That's cool. I didn't notice that. Yeah. We are not doing Killer Queen just yet. We're doing Aqua Necklace. So I'm going to leave it to tradition. We're going to leave the villain for last. You can hide as alcohol. True. It's like, if it gets inside of you, it's game over. Unless you're Josuke and can, like, reach in through your mom, trap the thing in a bottle, and you're done. It's so great. It sounded Japanese. Wow. Aqua Necklace. It's pretty useless when it's captured. But it's got wide... Like, I think the user has to be right outside when it happens, so the range isn't that strong, but when it was raining and steaming in the house, that thing was everywhere. Under the right circumstances, it can be deadly, but the circumstances have to be accurate. Aqua Necklace seems useless when you're in an open field with no water. That is true, so I'm going to put him in the middle. In the right circumstances, he's deadly. Without the right circumstances, he's pointless. Army of killer soldiers. They're tiny little toy soldiers with tanks and guns. It's literally toy soldiers. Like, I think that brother got, like, the most useless stand in between them. It's like, you can literally destroy space and matter, and I get a cute little army of toy soldiers. Okay. War! Ha! What is it good for? C for bad company. A for army. That's rank. But it's just a group of tiny little soldiers that could easily be avoided. I don't know. They pack a punch. They can do a lot of damage if they sneak attack you, but yeah, I'll be kind of put them in the B rank. They do a lot of damage. It's just really. Ooh, red hot chili peppers. This one's definitely somewhere towards the top. This thing has like long range. C rank has a real missile. It's like that little tank from that one random show where it's like it just sits on that girl's head and it can actually fire bullets. This thing has like a long range. It can travel through electricity and just kill anybody, either through electricity or just literally dragging them through electrical currents and boom, dead. I think like its only weakness was that they were able to kick it into the water and it just killed itself right then and there. But yeah, this thing was pretty deadly. It can run out of power, so yeah, that's fair. It needs to heavily rely on electricity and power. That is true. That is a stand that can speak on its own. Besides saying ora, 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 ora. Oh yeah, it's weak to rubber. And I was tempted to use that one song from Schoolhouse Rock. Electricity, electricity. It's getting dark in here. I will open the blinds. Give a little more light. The lock. Let's just be honest with the lock. That thing, it's a stand that makes you feel guilty. And it's like, honey, please, we got social media that can do worse damage. Like, it just locks on to you. It's like, feel bad that you're not doing the thing that I'm telling you to do. It's like, what are you, Twitter? Ugh. It was so useless. It was just... Isn't there a G rank claw? Like, it attaches to... Alexa, stop! It's my Alexa alarm. D rank, it is very useful for locking up people. Did it really, though? I don't know, it's like the guy used it to be a scam artist. So, like, he did it to get, like, money and guilt people into giving into him. Like, they just felt so bad because of this lock. It was just there to, like, show off Hirosei's new stand. The invisibility is her stand. I'm gonna leave it at F for now, but if people insist on D or E, we will discuss. Okay. The toy doll poser that could copy another person's identity. This one was a boring episode to me, so I don't remember it. It was Surface. Surface appears as a human-sized mannequin with several screws sticking out of its head, while in action, Surface takes on the appearance of another person, matching voice, mannerisms, and clothing, save for the screw on the forehead. It has no personality until its abilities are used, upon which it adopts the personality of whomever is copying at the moment. See, I don't remember this, because it was such a boring episode. Now some good soup. You can control the body of the other person. Oh yeah, I think it can. Surface forces Josuke to lift an arm. Hello, anime mom. Mom! Yeah, sweetie? Mom that wonders why there's popcorn inside the coffee machine. What's true? Someone tagged me as that, like, Anime America's that mom that would ask why is there popcorn in the coffee machine. I just respond, I mean, why is there popcorn in the coffee machine? Now eat your breakfast. This thing can control the other opponent. I just think the kid just didn't really know how to utilize the ability that well, but given the circumstances, it can be kind of useful, so I'm just gonna put it in the D rank. Love Deluxe with the hair. It was able to kidnap a person and can tie down people, and it did set that one girl on fire. That was fun. Maybe even defeat Dio. I wouldn't say that unless like I could copy Dio and his abilities and make Dio not move. But Dio would just freeze time and just not give that kid any chance. Love Deluxe. It's the power of her hair. It can tangle things and grab things, tie someone down. The really powerful situation I saw with it was when it got into this one girl's head, and then when the girl holding the stand, Yamako Tomoko, when she lights that strand on fire, it starts burning that girl, so twigs the chemotherapy. Oof. Like, she really strained herself, and that's like her weakness. Like, she just pushed herself. If my hair was longer, I'd want Love Deluxe. She used it to trap Senpai. Yandere alert. But we don't really see much else of it. Just, it's a good defense to like grab someone and hold them down, so it's still useful. So I'm gonna put it in the C rank. Pearl Jam! Mr. Iron Chef. You eat his food, it turns your insides inside out, but you feel fresh afterwards. It's kind of like getting a really good massage, and like, it hurts like heck when they're like getting right into you, but when you walk away, you're like, I feel better now. I feel nice. It's good for cooking a Food Wars episode. I'm gonna judge it for what it is, because the stupid healing factor. Little to no combat use, but it's great healing support. It's a support stand, yeah. Pearl Jam gets an S. Party always needs a good cleric. Here, eat my food. You're gonna feel better. I just feel bad that like Okuyasu's dad couldn't get healed from, like, I think like a part of him improved a little bit from eating the food, but it wasn't able to transform him back. Still sad, but the user just wants to have a restaurant. Heavenstar can beat Dio by making him no longer a vampire, possibly make Dio stand only work on him instead of others. Robyn episode 10 of season 5 of Food Wars dropped. I think I watched the first 2 seasons. I need to catch up. A stand in Food Wars, oh my. I'm gonna like give him A. Because that is pretty handy. You eat it, you feel like you're dying, but then you wake up and you're like, oh, this is nice. Like, my indigestion is gone. This is nice. Mario Gang already has Josuke as a cleric, though. Pearl Jam is still pretty great. What if Goku had a stand? His stand would just feed him. His stand would just snap his fingers, make food, and boom. Hermit Purple is back, guys. But it didn't. It was pretty useless when tracking down Kira. Like, I don't know, like, what's with Hermit Purple. Like, it was able to detect that Dio was, like, out there. Just couldn't really show where. Well, okay, so here's the thing. Okay. Food, glorious food. Not gonna want to see. Hermit Purple is enhanced with Hamon no matter what. Okay. They just got Hermit Purple. I would have knocked Hermit down a tier to Joseph being senile in part 4. He's so cute, though. He's a cute grandpa. I do wonder, can the stand be useless if a person is very old? I gave him, like, B last time. I just don't see him using it to his full potential like he did in Stardust Crusaders. And he's barely even in the show. He's only there for, like, comedic things and, like, when they're talking about Kira, but he doesn't really use his... He doesn't really use his abilities in this season. So, see? Invisible, baby! They didn't know who Kira had taken the identity yet, so even if they did find Kira, they wouldn't know if it was him. Yes, it can track, yes, it can predict, but because of his age... Yeah. What about invisible baby? He's just a baby who's invisible. All it does is turn invisible, and it doesn't even know how to turn itself back. Maybe can turn other things invisible too. Oh yeah, like when it got emotional, it was gonna turn the clothes invisible as well. I'll put it in the middle because it's still a baby, it's learning its abilities, it's just... Can't really do much with it. The mecha thing that the rat has, and when it shoots darts, it can mutate your muscles and just torture you and melt you. And it's the thing that got Josuke. Like, this thing is, like, deadly. It was a rat. It would, like, scurry around and be impossible to find. And when the ability was in use, it can melt muscles and just, ugh, it was disgusting. Disgusting! He had to change his diapers. It was 2 rats. Baby is a Joestar. Not Joe Julian or Stone Ocean or Steel Run, because I haven't read those yet. This thing can be deadly and pretty fast, so... It's just a rat using it. A rat smoothie, blech. I'll put it in the A rank because it's pretty deadly. Harvest! The little army of bug-like things that could collect a lot of stuff. That's all it did. It was just collect a lot of chump change. And its only purpose to the plot was to see Kira kill off one of the stand users. And this thing would provide the gang with its only clue. Hey, anime fan. Harvest is a swarm stand. Yep. It can swarm. At least gives you money. Harvest is good for collecting money for debt. True. I needed that stand today. B rank because seal money. Flick might help with that stand. The user was just a kid. Yeah. It's not like he was gonna fight anyone. I mean, he kind of tried with Kira, but... See, Nozaki-chan wants to hang out. Yeah, and I'm waiting for all the episodes to be released, which I think will happen this week. And then I'll marathon it, or next week. C rank? Yeah, I didn't really do much against Kira, and all I could really do was collect a lot of small things. But it gives you money, so... And it could scout things if it really wanted to. Like, it's just the gang didn't want to involve him in their, like, fights, so... C's fair. Cinderella! The facial shapeshifter. Why is GE on an A rank? Which one's GE? There's Heaven's Door, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Pearl Jam, and Rat. Which one's Ager? You can't talk about Aqua Necklace? This is Red Hot Chili Pepper. Okay. Cinderella can be useful if you need to get your appearance changed. She doesn't really offer much though. Like, so she uses her stand to help ladies with their beauty problems while also trying to teach them a moral lesson about self-worth and beauty and blah 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 blah. But she could change your appearance if she wanted to, and that's pretty much what happened when Kira found her and needed to change his identity and forced her to do it. So it's an interesting ability, but why? It's just one of those things where it's like, well, why would you really want to do that? She's just a beautician. Cinderella controls fate. S rank. F. E. Cinderella changes appearance for disguise purposes. No fighting ability, but it's mostly stealth purpose. E. So it's basically like Yellow Temperance or the Oingo Boingo Bro. Where instead of her changing, I mean, she could change herself, I guess, but it's mostly to change other people. What Cinderella's effect on men be? Like, she mostly just treated the women, because women are the ones that are insecure about their looks. But she was forced to change Kira's appearance when, like, he was getting caught by the gang, and he just ran inside to see Cinderella, and Cinderella's effects would be B to A. Oingo Boingo can fight. Yellow Temp can fight. Oingo Boingo not so much. He just disguised himself and was trying to plant a bomb. He can't really fight. Yellow Temperance can fight. This thing is made for stealth, but she doesn't use it for stealth because she lives in a city where she's not involved in any fights. Cinderella F rank because it's only good for modifying a person's body, a romance episode. But she also did it to change Kira's appearance, which kind of spoiled things for everyone. It's like, no, we were so close. E rank because it has a small bit of plot purpose. Oh, photo daddy. I need to, like, Adam Heartfather would be a B. Okay. I can kind of see that because he's a ghost that lives in a camera, and anyone that's caught in his photo could get trapped within his world. But then when the camera is destroyed, then he's got no power, but he can still float around in a photograph. That's pretty damn cool. So I'm going to keep that at B. This one I think is Boys to Men, which was if the kid could, like, beat you at a game, he would take half of your stand's ability. But it's only, like, if you decide to challenge the kid, and Rohan only did it because he was so annoyed with the kid being that persistent. But if you win the game, you're useless. Ugh. You forgot Jonathan Stan for part 3, which was also Hermit Purple. Jonathan Stan? What? What do you mean Jonathan Stan? I also did Hermit Purple and Stardust Crusaders. Yeah, no, this thing can only... It's like the Gambler, where, like, it can only work if you win the game. It's useful if, like, someone actually decides to play the game for some weird reason, but it's just a kid using it. So I'm gonna be fair and maybe put it in the D category, because he's just a kid learning how to trick people into, like, going along with it, but Jonathan Stand is technically... there's like Holly Stand and the Joestar Stand. Which I'm having a hard time understanding the Joestar Stand. Which is like, okay. Even the wiki was just like, here are the other stands that are not as memorable or something. Like Joestar Stand and Holly Stand. Yeah, Holly Stand, we never really knew what it was. It was just slowly killing her. Jonathan got Hermit Purple too. You see Dio using it because he's got Jonathan's Stand. What? Talking about when Dio used Hermit Purple? I thought he was only using Hermit Purple because he drained Joseph. Anyways, Earth, Wind, and Fire. Holly Stand isn't good. No, it's not. That's why I didn't include it. The original concept for the world was having every stand, and that's why Dio used Hermit Purple. So that's why Dio's in the S rank. So we rank Dio, it's close enough. Earth, Wind, and Fire, C rank for the alien stand since it can't turn into anything too useful. I think he can turn into anything he wants. He was just so innocent. Like, he could turn into a back scratcher, he could turn into a set of dice. He could literally transform into anything. Yeah, so he gets motion sickness. Aww. Yes, we talked about Death 13 in the last one. I think I put him in B. He can't turn anything that's stronger than him. Okay, so it has limits. So you can just transform into cute little things. Shoes. So you can turn into cute little things that the gang may need to rely on. Reason for it because Hamon. Adrohan cut off his pinky. Ugh. He can't turn into a Nintendo 64. If you can't turn into an N64, that's an F rank right there. I'm sorry, Earth, Wind, and Fire. That's a no-go. I'm gonna say B because it's adorable. The highway one. The one where it's like a set of feet would chase up behind you, and if it catches you, it drains you of your essence. It's so creepy, and this thing has a long range and can go really, really fast. It's pretty impressive, but like it has to stay inside of the tunnel for some reason. Highway Star S rank is like a superior version of the Bloodhound dog. That why it scared the hell out of me. Stupid fast, it can leech you. Yeah, this thing is super deadly. So yeah, I'm gonna choose that. Kitty cat. It's a kitty cat that turned into a plant. So this thing can't die. Because when it got killed by Kira accidentally, stray cat would be C. But it turned into a plant and it can shoot air bullets. And it's a cat. If it gets startled, it shoots air bullets. You can see yourself on the screen. If he's not distracted. B ring is what I would put the stray cat at. He's a kitty cat. Smelly cat, smelly cat. A for invisible air bullets. And if anything, the little kid that was being, like, tortured by Kira used the air bullets from this guy to nearly defeat Kira. So a kid with no stand was able to take this cat and use it to nearly kill off Kira. It was cool. So just for that, B. Okay, this electrical pole thing I need to remember because I think I got so uninterested with this episode. Superfly. I was so uninterested, I just don't remember what it did. Superfly is an automatic stand that imprisons its user. Well, that sucks. Making it a nuisance. Its power of damage reflection means that it is powerful and invulnerable, but anyone is free to exploit the pylon when fighting inside it. Superfly's defining ability is that it imprisons one occupant inside it. It is mentioned that the energy of the soul prisoner is how it sustained itself. Toyohiro is the first prisoner of the pylon and cannot leave until someone else steps in it. If that happens, the first of the two to exit the pylon is free to leave, while the other one must stay inside. Leaving the pylon only requires not standing inside the structure. Thus, Toyohiro could hang on the side of Superfly while Josuke was trapped. Okay. Damage reflection, but you're stuck. Ah, why did I? By the way, go to Glitch's channel and subscribe. And then go watch Ultra John Mania. That's an anime that I'm in. F for Superfly. If it traps you and has no benefits in use. Like, if you don't step in. Like, they just stepped in because they're like, hey, there's some dude living there. Let's go check it out. That was dumb. But if you don't step in there, you're fine. Hey, Robyn, have you rewatched Ghost Sick recently? It's my favorite anime. Seen over 1,000. I was also going to a JoJo cafe in Japan soon. Nice. Jealous. Much love. Be safe. I haven't rewatched Ghost Sick in the longest time. I wanted to know what Tari's stand would be like. It would be a duck that could play video games perfectly. There you go. I want to know what Tari's doing. Okay. If the person stands into the tower, it can be pretty bad for that person, but you'd have to step inside of it. So, E. Defensive stand. It just, like, he could be such a dick and just be like, hey, come on in. Okay, bye. And just leave him there. Maybe grab, like, a gun and shoot him from the outside, maybe. If you're allowed to do that. That could have killed him. Enigma. That was the one where the person had to, like, scare you 3 times. And then, like, you get pulled into some sort of paper trap of some sort. That's me lighting. Yeah, my lighting's so good. Because it's getting darker in here. Enigma. That was I think that was the one where you had to, like, scare your target 3 times just once? I thought it was 3 times. I thought there was a number to it. You have to scare your opponent, and then when they're scared enough, then Enigma will come up and, like, drag you into some sort of paper prison. Dude transformed into a printer. Like, you have to scare 3 times, and you're trapped. That's what I thought. But you had to be scared to do it. And I think it easily got defeated by just one slip move he made. He just needs to find your Telefear for it to activate. Meh. It's lame. So I'll put it in C. Because, like, once you're in the paper, it's going to be difficult to get out. Cheap Trick. This one was dumb. It attaches to your back, and if someone sees your back, they rip your back off. Like, it does what it says it does. It's just kind of dumb. It makes the person trapped look dumb. So if anyone sees this thing, if anything's just super annoying, because it's just gonna, like, talk to you until, like, it kills you and passes to someone else. Yeah, like, whoever saw your back, they're next. Yeah, all you have to do is just, like, go into that alleyway. And then, like, once it turned around, it's like, hey, look at this. It's like, what? And it's, like, the arms of hell pulling it down. Yeah, that was lame. And here we are with Killer Queen. How do we do this one? Killer Queen can touch anything and it will just turn into an explosive by just doing... Not to mention that it can unleash, like, a bomb tank that can chase you around with just your body heat. So... And then there was Bites the Dust. Killer Queen S-Rank because it's like Bakugo. Bites the Dust can be activated manually or automatically. It's likewise redo ability. S tier rank for Killer Queen. Can't actually fight, but it's like if you touch something that had touched them, bye. This thing was a formidable opponent. And, like, the whole thing with Bites the Dust where it's like it can like just redo time. That one was kind of weird, but it really tortured the kid. It's like everyone around him was dying. So I didn't just don't go look for those guys, or else they're gonna die again and again and again and again. There's an empty compartment to hold stray cat. True. Sheer attack was basically indestructible. Sheer heart attack. You heard of Bungo Stray Dogs? I've heard of it. Imagine Killer Queen's being attacks being Rhapsody Punch. Yeah, S rank. There we have it. So at the top we have Star Platinum, Crazy Diamond, Killer Queen, The Hand, and Highway Drive or whatever. A rank is Reverb 3, Heaven's Door, Red Hot Chili Pepper, Pearl Jam, and Rat. B rank is Reverb 2, Bad Company, Photo Daddy, Earth, Wind, and Fire, Stray Cat. C rank we have Reverb 1, Aqua Necklace, Love Deluxe, Hermit Purple, Octoon Baby, Harvest, Enigma. D, we have, I'm surprised I'm memorizing all this. Messed up? What do you mean? What do you mean I'm messed up? D was the doll thing and Boys to Men. E is Cinderella and this tower thing. F is the lock and this back cheap trick thing. I like Reverb 2 more than Reverb 3. I'll admit though, like Reverb 3, it's kind of annoying. Like just listen to it. Like okay, shut up Siri. Okay. Reverb 2 can make pointy Rocco boingy. True. A boing. A boing. That is pretty true. Wait, let me take a photo of in this tier list. Then I'll go turn on the lights because it's getting pretty dark in here. There we go. And I'm gonna turn on the lights. Right now it is 5:30, so let's try to wrap this up. Golden Wind! I stayed up till like 5 a.m. because I couldn't stop watching. Yeah, seriously, I like all the other JoJo's. I'm like, yeah, I can watch the rest in the morning. But Golden Wind, I'm like, hold up, I need to see this. I need to see this. Once I got to the Coliseum, I'm like, I can't stop watching. I gotta keep going. I gotta keep going. But it just feels like with the review I'm gonna make, I may have to go into spoiler territory because there's just so much I want to talk about. But it's like, do I really need to talk about it? It just seems like if I don't go into spoiler territory, it's just, you need to see it, you need to see it, you need to see it. Okay. Gold Experience or Requiem or S tier. Let's get right into it. Golden Experience, aka Golden Wind because of freaking copyright. It can literally do... What does Gerd do? No. It can literally do surgery on you with any parts and just heal you up. So he can heal you using anything. He can turn anything into, like, a life. He can literally give life. It creates life. And if, like, there's a part of you that just got, like, torn to shreds, he can just be like, boom, there you go. I used a couple of pieces around here. There you go. And somehow it turned somebody accidentally into a zombie because they were supposed to die, but Golden Experience gave him, like, I don't know, maybe another month to live. Which I was just like, what's going on, huh? What's going on with this character? My boy? This surgery on a grave. Also golden suck. Huh? Yeah. I don't want to spoil that part, but yeah, Laurel. Yeah. So he can literally create life. Golden experience S tier already without the Requiem. It's painful though, as Mista can attest. It works though. And also it can like still punch at a super high speed, so it's a good attacker and a good healer. And can literally just like that one episode where this little mutation thing got onto him and he just chopped off his hand, so it's like, oh no, now he can't use his abilities anymore, but he literally just like had his hand morphed into his pen, so it's just like clever. Giorno is just super clever. That's why like I kind of want to choose him as my best JoJo, because he's just super duper clever. His 7-page Muda, fair enough. 7-page Muda, S rank. And we're already gonna put, I know I should save it for last, but let's just pile them together, because Golden Experience Requiem, I was watching that like, what did he do? Giorno, what did you do? Like, Silver Chariot Requiem was weird enough, but you, like, that was just torture. It's like, he's still alive, it's fine, but he's fine. We can leave him alone, he's not gonna do anything. Are you sure? Yeah, I'm sure. I am sure. Everything GE does better. Maybe. There. Maybe Jordan knows what Kurt does. Okay. Zipper boy. So many zippers. It can like unravel your opponent, unravel your body limbs, but then put them right back together. Literally do surgery on the spot. Like, I think that one girl just like lost her hand, and he's just like, hold up, zip, there you go. That'll hold for now. It's like, alright. Superboy gets an A. An A? It's either an A or an S, because, like, he could just, like, store anything in the zipper. It's like, hold up, zip. Or, like, unzip the ground, like, hey, how's it going? Like, even when Trish disappears, he's like, hold up, zips. Fighting abilities, he can just, like, unravel you. Like, it's not much of a fighter, and that's why he has to rely heavily on his team, but zippers. And why zippers for sticky fingers? It's actually a reference to the album cover, which had actual zippers on it. Cool. Either a high A or a low S. S for sticky fingers. It's so versatile. Like, he could just, like... Oh, he'll be alright. And, like, when he's going up against that sand swimmer, he's just like, zip, 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 zip. He made the torture dance be possible as well. He did? Oh, yeah, because you just unzipped the guy's head, so just for that, S rank. You just unzipped that guy's head, and he's still alive. Oh, my arm fell off. Zip. Hey, Bruno, can you give me a hand? Zip. I should do that as a meme. Bruno, give me a hand. That's crazy. This is serious! It's too close range though, but zip, 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 zip. It has more range than GE does. Let's see. Mr. YouTube Rewind. That's pretty much what, Abakio's one does. Hold up, rewind. Let's have an instant replay over here. It can't fight when it rewinds. That is true. Like, he's just looking at scenes that happen, you know, S tier. Moody Blue C tier. It doesn't have the bestest fighting. Like, it's not a good fighter. But it can still collect a lot of useful information, like how did 3 of our friends just disappear? Hello? Hello? Because Abakio's life, and also, he did find the bus! Oh, Abakio, good boy. He's so good boy. He still uses ability. It's like, hold up, there's the boss. Booyah. Could be trivialized. Like, if only he didn't get distracted at that moment and walk towards those annoying kids. Like, you fell for that. You fell for that. Fighting range, it's not good, but it's still got a lot of, like, it could find a lot of useful information to, it was a huge asset to the group. A rank. Cause he good boy. He good boy. They can't all be S's. Yeah, I have to be, like, really picky on these. Mista's bullets! The Sex Pistols! Heh. Sex Pistols with the little bullets. It's pretty much like, it's just like, the Emperor's with the gun, but it's got cute little children on it. It's cute. I would probably put it at C because it's just a gun with an insane amount of, direction. But 1, it's still a gun. And 2, you gotta feed your children. Like, hold up, kids are hungry. Number 5, stop picking on number 3. Kids. I'm gonna buy you store-brand sausages if you keep this up, kids. Don't make me turn this gun around. Yeah, they could do, like, spectator jobs within a distance, and, like, cute little, was it, like, 5 or number 6? The one that always cried and, like, was helping Jorna. That was a cute little baby thing. Jorna, Mista's in trouble. And saying, oh, you cute little baby. But yeah, to me, it's a gun that has incredible range, but you gotta feed your children. 5 is the bullied one. Cute little 5. Aerosmith! Sex Pistol's stronger, but doesn't have the infinity ammo. That's true, he needs to fill up his ammo. So yeah, I'm positive. C rank. 62 viewers. At the same time, like, I'm over here and America's asleep, so I don't doubt it that it's only at 62. If anything, like, people can, like, wake up in the morning and watch it again. And then comment. Like, if I was there, I would have helped correct you. Aerosmith. This thing has a lot of firepower, and it has tracking ability. So this thing can, like, shoot you from the sky. And if you disappear, he's like, hold up, I'm gonna use my tracking. So I'm gonna leave that at A. That's some pretty good stuff right there. It's like, tracking, there. 240 AM, I'm sorry. B/C, but Naranchira's best girl. How is it the men make better waifus in the show? I have, like, one guy on Twitter is like, what about Lisa and Remy? And I'm like, they're cute and all, but Purple Haze is scary. I need to be reminded, because, like, Purple Haze was only in the 1 episode. And it's barely even used because apparently it's, like, super OP. And it's scary. This thing drools and you're just looking at it as it's growling. You're like, I'm just gonna wait over here. Fugo, what's up with yours? Fugo, what's up with yours? Ability, because of its deadly ability and its potential for indiscriminate destruction, Purple Haze is rarely used by Fugo, as stated by Abakio. However, it is undeniably a powerful close-range stand. Purple Haze is an unstable stand that contains a particularly deadly flesh-eating virus in each of the 3 bulbs on each of its hands. When a bulb breaks, usually because Purple Haze punches something, the virus is released and surrounds the stand. Anything that enters its range is infected, and an adult human being will melt into organic goo within 30 seconds. You could just punch a wall or the floor, though. Yeah. So he's literally walking acid. Fell asleep and woke up to Fuga. What did I miss? We're ranking Purple Haze. Fuga has the scariest... Literally, the scariest stand in all of JoJo, because it is terrifying. This thing just, like, growls and drools and hisses, and you're just like, Fugo, what the fuck? What the fuck? Fugo! And he's like one of the dads or the moms of the groups that helps you with your math homework. So he's such a sweet character with, like, the scariest stand. You're like, oh, imagine Purple Haze with Requiem. That Purple Haze Requiem will probably start a new pandemic. Boy. COVID has a stand. Because, like, if you get close to this thing and it punches you, you're gone. You are a goner, so S rank. Now, this one is called Spicy Lady, but the actual name is Spice Girls. That's what I'm going to call her, guys. Spice Girls. This one can just turn things elastic. Trisha Una, who controls Spice Girl, was now confirmed to be Maggie. Maggie? Basically, she can change the materials of certain objects, so when this thing was about to stab her, she could, like, turn the door into elastic so that it couldn't pierce through, so she's like, okay, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. B for Spice Girl. B rank for Spice Girl, in my opinion. It is useful. Because, like, when things are, like, coming in from the other door, she's just like, hold up, fam. Okay, we're good. I just love her solution in that episode with that mutation thing. She's like, hold up, fam, we're gonna crash. What? We're gonna crash. What? We didn't see that much of it, but it did stop a bullet. I'm gonna be nice and put it at B. Because it can protect the group from, like, flying objects. Like, hide behind here. We're gonna use this to make sure nothing pierces through this door or this boulder. We'll be fine. She made a parachute and bullets are useless. Yeah. Oh yeah, she did do a parachute. That's so cool. She's like, hold up, fam. Silver Chariot. My boy. Silver Chariot came back. Polnareff made an appearance. It was like one of those moments when I saw the hair and I'm like, ah! My boy. Yes, my boy. I think I gave him A in the last one. So Silver Chariot by himself was a good defense for Polnareff in his condition. Poor Polnareff. But yeah, still the same capabilities. But then we get to Requiem Silver Chariot. This thing can not only make people switch their bodies, and also change their abilities, I think. The wheelchair is the real Silver Chariot. Oh, Laurel. Oh, Paul's still good with the stand. Yes, he is. The Requiem version, though, because when your stand touches an arrow and pierces itself with it, with this particular arrow, it transforms him into its Requiem version. And for this one in particular, like, I'm not going to spoil Gold Experience's Requiem, because that one was just a mind trip with that one. This one, it did a bit of body swapping, but also when you came close enough to it to try to, like, retrieve it or fight it, it had the ability to take your stand and use it against you. So, Mista's bullets would try to hurt him. Requiem. Total drama, Ricky. You are awesome. Thank you very much. Wow. Love your videos, Robyn. Keep up the good work. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm actually in the process of saving up some money because the housing markets here in Australia are going down a bit, so people are actually looking into buying a house, and since my husband and I haven't really bought a house yet. We qualify for the first-time buyers program. So as long as we use that program and save up our money, we can own a house. And I want it far away from the city because things tend to be much more chill the further away you are from the city. But thank you. I could put that towards our savings. Thank you, Total Drama Ricky. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. Silver Chariot Requiem, like, the thing has the ability to have your stands turn against you, so... Yeah, S rank. S rank. You can buy a house near Glitch Productions building. Might be a little too pricey in that particular area, but I wouldn't mind living close enough to it so I can still go in to record. Especially if you go to Glitch Productions right now and subscribe. They have 153,000 subscribers, and you can watch the pilot episode of Ultra Jump Mania, Crackerjack! Let's see. Trash Taste. I've been meaning to, like, I'm not much of a podcast person, but I need to be. I'm the type of person that likes to rewatch the same things over and over again for, like... I read something that, like, you know, it's one of the stages of anxiety where you rewatch things that you're comfortable with. So, if, like, for a podcast, my brain is just like, no, if you listen to a podcast, you have to pay attention, which means you're not gonna pay attention to other things that are more important. So it's like, okay, brain, thanks. King Crimson, we're saving for last. Black Sabbath is kind of useless if you're not in the shadows, and it can die in the sunlight, so... Like, if you're in the shadow, this thing can, like, grab you and kill you, but as long as you're not in the shadow, and you try to expose this thing to the sunlight, you're good to go. Steven Universe had a stand. But it doesn't hurt the user. True, like, if this thing dies, then the user is fine. This thing can be deadly, and it doesn't affect the user when it dies, so I'll put it in the C rank. Ooh, it could be deadly in the night. Okay, B. Ricky! Here's a little extra. Hope you and your husband will be alright. Thank you, Ricky. Thank you so much. Thank you. I don't know, like, what to say or do, because that's so generous of you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. This one was the one that cloned a boat. It, like, stabs a person, drains them, and makes them hide in some sort of fabric of reality that is, like, literally in between two ships. So this guy, like, took two ships, formed them into one, had the gang rented out, and then the stand would, like, just drag it in between the layers. And he got the torture dance on him. It wrapped a boat in another boat. Yo, dog, I heard you like boats. I heard you like boats. It was like a puzzle that the gang had to figure out because it can deflate you. Dudes! Why are you guys spoiling me? Oh my god. Seriously, thank you. Oh. Thank you guys so much. You guys are going back and forth. Try to, you know, save some of that for yourselves because, you know, pandemic and whatnot. I want you guys to take care of yourself. Like, if you're in a position where you're in a safe area, comfortably safe with friends or loved ones, and financially stable, then by all means, if you feel the need to help others, do it. But don't do it if it's gonna put you guys in jeopardy, because I don't know how I feel about you guys getting in trouble and giving me all this money. Be like, thanks, but are you gonna be okay? You're gonna be okay. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret. You ready? You ready, guys? Are you ready? Are you ready? I found out that there was a production that could produce plushies as long as we sell enough. It's not one of those studios where it's like, oh, you have to buy at least 1,000 copies. No, it's like, okay, we're gonna send you a demo of the plushie itself, and if we make enough in sales, then we're gonna release the plushie. But if we don't, then we'll discuss it with the customers. So I talked to them about making a makeshift. That's it, yes. I talked to them about, a Sumi plushie, and we went back and forth with the design. And this is what we came up with. And they're cute. The Sumi plushie is so cute. Look at it. We're gonna go through the paperwork, and then they're gonna send me a demo and a link. I'll let them know when I get the plushie, and then I'm gonna advertise the heck out of it. The amount that we are aiming for, you guys. I'm sorry I like being generous, but I'm fine donating. I have a job and earn decent money. Well, that is amazing, Ricky. I'm very happy for you. Arthur Blaine's noise. You want me to do the noise? The amount that we're gonna aim for in the first round is actually, to me, when he told me, okay, here's the amount that we want to aim for the sales, I'm like, honestly, I think we can reach that number. Like, these plushies are not that expensive, and the amount that they're asking for, I'm not gonna reveal the number because I think I'm not allowed to, but the amount that they're asking is actually, to me, it's achievable. I think it's a cute little thing. Hold on. Sumi! Sumi! I hear clickety click, so he's probably busy. Probably in a raid. I'll take a photo for him. Be like, yo, Sumi. What do you think? I will. Deceptively adorable. Aw, this thing can kill me in my sleep. So cute. There we go. Arthur, you're spoiling me. You guys going back and forth giving me money. Thank you. That is a cute little samurai puppy. But yep, this is the design we're going with for the little plushie, and I like it. It's gonna come in a cute little bag. Has a little tag right here telling you how to wash it and whatnot, and it's gonna give you like a card, be like, hey, this is your plushie. But I'm looking for, I just emailed them back like, eee! I'm really excited. Okay, back to the rankings. This thing literally made 2 boats into 1 boat and could deflate you. So I don't know. What do you guys think? See, yeah, it was a challenging puzzle for it was more of a thing to reveal Apakio's stand, but like it was more of an effort. So yeah, C for clever. C for clever. C for clever. Clever. C for clever. C for clever. Okay. I actually need to remind myself what Craftwork did. Was it Craftwork? Yeah, it was Craftwork. Craftwork is a close range stand characterized by above average basic abilities. It is notable for being able to deflect bullets with ease, indicating exceptional speed. And sail can lock objects into a given position. Huh. Is that right? So it can control kinetic energy? Craftwork's primary ability is the manipulation of kinetic energy, either taking an object's kinetic energy completely away, freezing it in place, or adding more kinetic energy to a previously frozen object. So he's basically Neo from the Matrix. He's Neo. Craftwork can take the kinetic energy out of anything it touches, locking those objects in place. This can either take the form of making an object be stuck to a particular space, or making it motionless with respect to another object, including Sail himself. Craftwork also allows Sail to make people partially stuck in place after they come in contact with something Craftwork has affected. There is no limit to the number of objects Craftwork can freeze in place, and the immobilization can be delayed after Craftwork has touched it, allowing Sail to throw things in front of them and make them stop in mid-air. So he can stop things, but can he speed it up? Like, if he can manipulate kinetic energy, can he make things go faster? Craftwork can also add, there you go, can also add kinetic energy to frozen objects, such as using the bullets it stopped from Guido Misto's gun as a weapon against himself. That's pretty good. That is a pretty good stance. I'm gonna put that in A. That is damn good. That's basically a nope stand. I'm gonna shoot you. Nope. Okay. I'm looking at these two next ones like, what did you guys do? I don't remember you. What did you do? Which one was this one? You can tell I'm getting a bit tired. This one was Little Feet. Oh, wait, was this the one that shrank, was he the one that would shrink his opponents? Yes! Yes, this was the shrinky one. I remember now. Honey, I shrunk everything. This is damn good. It is a good stand. It can shrink things. He shrank a car, put it in some guy's drink, and then that was brutal. That was so good. Little feet, stabby, stabby, shrink, shrink. It's so true. And he did the most terrifying thing that I never want to happen to me. To shrink down and get trapped in a bottle and then put a spider in front of me. Like, Can it shrink Dio? So what it all? Mirror guy. He was the one that would, like, drag you into his own mirror world and your stand would be useless. What upcoming anime or season am I looking forward to? There's the Sailor Moon movies, and I did hear the announcement about Rising to Shield Hero Season 2, so yay! But I gotta catch up on my Patreon requests. I also gotta get to work on October. Oof. The stand would be in the real world unless he dragged the stand in. Yeah, that pretty much separates the, my throat's getting dry. How is Little Feet A stand, but the stand that makes you plastic C? What do you mean? Which one was the plastic one? Are you talking about Spice Girl that could turn anything into elastic? I mean, here we got the boat guy and Mista's bullets. I need a better understanding over Mirror Dude. The maid strangled by the man in the mirror. Ah! Owning to the arcane power of accessing the mirror world, Man in the Mirror is a difficult stand to defend against. It is mainly dangerous because ambush stand users will find themselves defenseless in the mirror world. But on the other hand, it is physically weak and cannot hope to win direct confrontations against most stands. Man in the Mirror enables its users to enter a mirror world. Moreover, Man in the Mirror can also drag anything into the mirror world by using reflective surfaces as portals, selecting anything that can enter through Eluso's orders, and can do so regardless of how small the portal is. Breaking the mirror actually works in Eluso's favor via creating more openings leading to the mirror world. Okay. Man in the mirror forces Abakio's arm into the mirror. Oof. Henry Stickmans. I don't know. Hanged Man is its counter. So if this guy went up against Hanged Man just be like, nope. Bye. You need a mirror. If you don't, what are you gonna do? Fair enough. I don't really see it as being that useful. It's pretty weak. But the only thing that's up to that guy's advantage is the fact that you could be in that world without your stand. Yeah, it's too situational, so D. Turtle, Mr. President! This is one of the coolest ones. We gotta protect the boss's daughter. Get in the turtle. Get in the turtle. Plus, it doesn't fight. Dude, if you have a knife. I was talking about Soft Machine. It is not better than Little Feet. Ah. The guy with the boat. Arthur! You're giving me $100 to put Mr. Turtle at S tier? Honestly, dude, that's $250 that you've given me. Actually, I think a bit more than that. Almost $300 that you've given me. Dude. I'm speechless and I'm very grateful. But it's Coco. The turtle is awesome. You can hide in it. It didn't protect you from the effects of that fog ability. I forgot what it was called. Deadly something. Coco Jumbo. But it's just a teleporting room. You get into a room and you travel anywhere. It's you put the turtle on the train, get inside the turtle, boom. The Jumbo. So you know what? S. Turtle. Turtle. Been here since top 10 WTF anime names. Aw, thank you. Thank you, Arthur. It was one of my favorite videos. Oh god, Beach Boy is the frickin' fishing pole. That's all it did. It was just... I think someone's in the room. Let me check. That'd just be fun to, just troll somebody with it. You just put, a fishing hook in there. Reel and back. Whoop! Not very useful, though. I don't see the point in it. Beach Boy is dangerous. I'm gonna try to remember. The thing could shred your insides if it wanted to. I think I remember that. I just remember the fishing hook. Despite its innocuous appearance, Beach Boy's remarkably deadly stand, both at long and short range. Initially held back by Pesci's cowardly nature, its full potential in users' later growth makes it dangerous enough to face Bucciarati head-on. Not only can it kill someone by shredding their heart with its intangible hook, but it is also nearly impossible to defend against. Pesci's masterful manipulation made Bucciarati deem it even more dangerous than Prosciutto's already formidable The Grateful Dead. A fishing rod, Beach Boy is not really suited for power, but its deadly sharp hook means Pesci can use it as a dangerous whip. The line can also be used to break someone's neck or choke them. Hook and line. Beach Boy's signature ability is to phase its line and hook through any object, including walls or flesh. Pesci skillfully uses his fishing rod to search for a target through obstacles, and like a fisherman, ensnares them when the hook makes contact. He is then free to reel in his catch or even tear through the whole body by wildly moving the hook. Okay, now I remember. It deadly. Why did I close again? It deadly. Okay, it's pretty useful. So, it's held back because of Pesci, but it's still a deadly force, so B. Either B or A, because this thing can shred it. Okay, A. A will be good. I was just a fishing rod sweating. Sorry. I just remember the fishing rod. How he dragged out the wrong dude. It's like, boy, it's the wrong one. Rank A because it can make anyone age faster until they're dead. Yeah, that thing was pretty deadly. Everybody was turning old, but you could use ice to keep yourself at your natural age. But the ice was limited, and the gang, those two pretty much had all the ice except for the ice that was left inside Mr. President, which was like very limited. So they had a very limited time to like get what they needed to be done. But yeah, it was a fog that was spread throughout the train and turned everybody old. In a cold area, it's useless though. But they were on a train with no air conditioning. It's useless in Alaska, but they're in Italy. 2 words, air conditioner. Are you saying I should put it in a B then? Because, you know, if it's in a cold building, then it's useless. You are dead if you don't have Captain Obvious in your team like Giorno. 2 words, go outside. I'll leave it at A for now, but we can talk about it. The little baby maker, this one was freaky. Like, he just has a random woman fill out a questionnaire, injected something into her, and she grew a baby. And then, like, it started to chase down the group. 2 words, Italian temperatures. Prego my ego. And then it would just target down, like, you got, like, a sample of one of the group members and you use that sample to make the baby. And then it was used to, like, track down the person that carried that thing's DNA. And then, like, when it's defeated, the Stanyard's just like, whoop, better make another one. A one-night stand. Definitely! It can be deadly, but it's just like there's too many things that you need to take into consideration to like make it happen. Like you need to find a woman to like that matches your data correctly. You just got lucky finding that one woman. Yeah, Babyface is kind of busted. Yeah. It was easy enough to defeat, and it takes a while to like create the darn thing. The stand isn't the only stand. Depending on the subject, it can be more or less powerful. Let's check again. This one was Babyface. Junior. Abilities. Babyface's base sanity is an automatic stand with little combat ability, therefore it isn't suited for direct confrontation. Its strength resides in its ability to create a secondary stand for Malone to stick on a target. It is laborious to set up, but inherently very safe as a trade-off. Through its computer stand, Babyface has the ability to generate a secondary stand that will fight in its place by researching a suitable subject through the pseudoscience of examining a woman's characteristics. Malone gathers information and predicts the future. Junior's predisposition. Some traits that are identified include the woman's age and health, used to determine the physical strength of their child, their blood type and horoscope, which determines their compatibility with Malone's target. A poor compatibility leads to an aggressive child, and their preferred sex positions from the Karma Sutra. The relevance to this is still unknown. Wow. If the data predicts a child suitable for its purpose, Malone unleashes Babyface on the woman and impregnates her with Babyface's child through undisclosed means. Though the child is prognated through undisclosed means, it is stated that the insemination holds no similarities to human reproduction. Upon waking up, post-stand encounter, Babyface's victims show no signs of being that word, hinting that the process is not invasive, at least not a physical level. Let's take a look at Bucciarati is turned into nondescript cubes. Oh yeah, I can turn you into cubes. Okay. The secondary child, Babyface creates an independent long-range power type stand that acts as a surrogate father for Malone. It is powerful by default, can develop further depending on the progenitor, and its demise doesn't affect Malone, making it useful as a proxy assassin. On the other hand, because of its independence, it can disobey its creator. There you go. Under duress, its creation is also lengthy and intensive process, as Malone must find a suitable mother and train the resulting junior in order to carry out its mission. So there's a lot of variables you have to think about, so it can be useful, but there's too many things you have to take into consideration in order to make... I'll put it at sea, because it can be powerful under the right circumstances, but there's a lot of labor that you have to put into it. Okay, next stand is Frozone. It's literally Frozone. It is Frozone. It just uses a lot of ice to, like, speed up to catch up to you, and see done next stand. White Element S, ice powers are OP. Like, he pretty much formed a suitable threat to these guys. I'm comfortable putting it in the A rank, because he's literally Frozone. Pretty powerful, can chase you down, where is his super suit? This guy he had so many anger issues. Angry Frozone. It's just ice, literally ice, but he uses that ice to so many capabilities. Shark Tank, hoo-ha-ha. A shark that can, like, leap around and... Remind me again what this shark did. I remember mostly the tongue guy, which we're going to talk about the tongue guy in a moment. Where is the shark? Baby shark, do-do-do-do-do-do. I'm gonna shut up. Okay. Sharky Boy. Clash is a long-distance stand that can be precisely manipulated by Squallow from afar. Although fragile, Clash has the ability to appear inside any mass of liquid and rip off body parts of its target, making it a stand appropriate for deadly ambushes. Dude, did he just sneak up in his tears? Not on show, why are you crying? Not on show, why are you crying? Eat mad fish. So he can warp into any form of liquid and just... He's pretty much Aqua Necklace. Clash is E tier without water, it's absolutely useless. It's true. If he's in an area, B for the shark guy, D for tongue guy. Again, situational, D. I'd say it's an A stand. If you're at the beach, this thing would kill everything. Jaws. So a shark can bite if I drink my pop. Yep. Like, he could be in my water bottle, but he can't get out because my water bottle's kind of closed off. But unless he can break it open, which is plastic, he's going to need a lot of force for that. But he would just be like... Any fluid, not just water, it can use blood. It's powerful under the right circumstances, so C. It just needs to have the right circumstances, and it just needs to hop around. Like, once it's in your tear ducts, goodbye. Not on chill, why are you crying? Out from the water bottle, but into what? What else do I have? I got a soda can. I got a bottle of hair conditioner. I already finished that cup. Spine juice? Ew. Earth is 70% water, and everything on the land needs water. A tier. Shark doesn't jump from water bodies. It teleports from one to another. Okay, we could put it at B. B category. It can be pretty powerful. Oh no. Water bottle starts to split. Oh no. Tongue boy. This thing literally holds your tongue to make sure you don't say certain things. So Naranchia couldn't tell the girl that there was a little shark chasing him. It's like, nah, nope. But that's all it did. It was so useless, and like, Naranchia's just like, wait a minute, I have a dude that can literally replace my limbs if I cut them off, so... It makes you lie. Yeah, it controls what you say, and it controls what you say. That's all it does. Makes you say the opposite of what you say, and then you say what you want it to. It's just a teenager. Lol. It's like trying to talk in your dreams, but you can't. Basically. What was this one's name? Ventorora. This one is Notorious B.I.G. This thing is a freaking mutation that just will not stop. Oh, and of course he attacks the group right in the air. Like they're in an airplane, and this thing is just like, alright, yeah, I'm gonna eat y'all. This thing could have been like so deadly. Trish didn't help. So many deadly stands. Yeah, no, this thing just would not stop, so I'm gonna give it an S rank, because it is so unstoppable, but you have to die for it to activate. That is true, like, in order for you to, like, activate the stand, you... Guys, help. Help. The user has to die in order for it to be used. And they couldn't even kill it. I think the thing was just like stuck in the middle of the ocean. So, you die, but your stand baby lives on and attacks and eats everything. So, is it a worthy sacrifice? And they were only able to get out of that situation because of Trish. So, you die, but you got a bitchin' stand that will not die, so... There you go. If you love the La Familia that much, you get an S rank there. S for La Familia. Oh. Oh, the next one. Oh, the next one. This one was the most sick one. When I saw it happening, I'm like, dude, this is deadly in more ways than one. This was sick. Metallica. It literally turns the iron in your blood into real metal, literally shredding your body. And if you're strong enough to deal with all those attacks, your body is so lacking of iron deficiency, like, you're dead. The more iron you lose, you're dead. Like, he came this close to killing Doppio. This thing was so... For lack of a better term, it was so metal! Oh. He can control any metal. He can turn invisible. And turn all of your iron bits into little iron so that when it gets used up... And even the poor kid was like throwing up. Poor Doppio, but at the same time... Ugh. Like, he just started throwing up like metal shards, and the more iron he was losing, the more weak he was becoming. The only reason why he lost was because Naranchia's Aerosmith was all like, hey yo, I detect one body. And he couldn't predict both bodies because one was lacking in iron, and it's like, well damn. Oops. Turn into a meat hedgehog. It nearly killed King Crimson. It came so close, but Naranchia just killed the wrong dude, so oof. Could have shot Doppio, but wanted information. He could have. Totally could have. I'm giving that an S rank, though, because it's so metal. Its ability is the high ground. This thing was, like, causing some sort of a virus that would just... It was pretty much like Fugo's, but it did it differently. Oh. Green Day. Green Day is an overwhelmingly deadly stand as its mold has the potential to massacre whole cities. Although it shows enough combat ability to pummel Giorno and send him flying, Chocolata relies on trickery and the mold to fight. Green Day and Oasis form a deadly combination of stands because Seiko can force targets to sink underground, accelerating Chocolata's mold growth. So the lower you are, the sicker you become. And it's literally, I have the high ground. Mold infestation. Green Day's primary ability is to produce a potent mold that rots and destroys the flesh of those it infects. In an instant, said mold is spread into the air through the several tubes protruding from Green Day's hand, shoulders, and head, shoulders, and hands. Head and shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. The mold's growth is triggered when the potential victims lower their current altitude, a condition that applies even to individual limbs, forcing them to either... Rosalia Staley, we might need to reorder this ranking table. Just saying, YK. Just saying, you know. Hey, what do you mean reorder? I mean, we do have a lot of S's and A's. So this thing can, like... It literally has the power of the high ground. The higher you are, the more useless it is. But the lower you are, you're dead. Started firing because he thought he was under attack. Yeah. Basically genocide if you stand on top of the Empire State Building. Not even Sans could do that. So this thing has the power of moldy genocide. But the higher you are, the safer you are, so he has to rely on trickery. And this guy got the 7-page Muda. Muda. Put it where Fugo is. But with, in the S rank, Arthur Blaines, that person is right, Mr. President is high enough. Well, fam, you got punched. A lot. But where do we put Green Day? We want President to be above Golden Requiem. He just got on a helicopter. Woo! The lower you start, the safer you are, because it only activates when you go down in elevation. Okay, so if he targets you and you just go lower, then you're gone. Because I think that's what Giorno tried to do. Like, he created the tree branches to keep himself level, but if he fell down a little bit, he would get the mold. It's literally the power of high ground. Green Day is better than Purple Haze. It actually is stable and affects a larger area, I think. Let's be honest, Giorno was only alive because of the turtle. What's insane to think about is that Fugo could have killed B.I.G. Dude. Possibly, yeah. But Fugo made his choice. It goes away when you get higher. So it's just a leveling thing. Like, you're infected, but the higher you go, the less infected you are. The lower you go, the more infected you are. He was so close to killing everyone. Always count on turtles. We have so many S ranks. This Goldenwood had some of the deadliest stands. And the most useful. If Risotto could control stands, why wouldn't he have flown Aerosmith into a better position? Also, when did he say it was going crazy? I don't remember that from anime or manga. S rank. Everyone's saying Green Day is S rank. Just putting it below Zipper Dude. Okay, Mr. Sandman! Get me away, because he's so freaking creepy. He can swim through any surface, and, like, when he tosses things into the air, he can cause them to solidify and thus increase their velocity to just stab. Stab! I'd say it's A rank's good enough. Before we get to King Crimson, we have a rock. A rock. This rock is just... It was there to, like, bring a sad moment to Mista. Because this rock would target people that were close to death. The Rolling Stones, yeah. It would target people that were getting close to death. And so it would approach and be like, hey, yo, this is how you're gonna die. If you don't like that, I can kill you right now if you want. but the user had no control over it. It's like one of the most useless stands. It just does its own little thing, and you just watch it. You're just like, oh, you're gonna tell people they're gonna die? Alright, be back by 7 for lunch. I don't know. It could target the user, TTO. Like, if it senses like you're gonna die, it's just gonna be like, hey, yo, you're gonna die like this. F. King Crimson can delete. This is our final stand of this stream. King Crimson can delete time. He can erase time. We have someone that can freeze time, someone that can rewind time, and this guy can delete time. And then there's me, where I waste my time. Okay. I would have King Crimson as an A stand. A. S. King Crimson S. Rank U. Can see in 10 seconds. That is true. He can predict things to come in the future. So he can delete time, but also see into the future. So, it's a pretty strong opponent. And it gave Polnareff, like, oh, it could skip bads. Crimson time could save Theo, right? Dude. The see into the future substand. Like, it can delete time, it can see into the future. It was just useless against Golden Wind Requiem, because then again, the Golden Wind Requiem was just... Dude. The foresight wasn't always true. Only with Requiem, I think, like... As he's like, yes, it's gonna appear like this, and it's like, nope. Bye. At the end, King Crimson just got unlucky, especially when they finally removed the arrow from Requiem. And he's like, yes, I got the arrow. Wait, what's happening? Whoa, and just gets sent back to his body. He's just like, you got played. King Crimson's A tier, to be honest. So, where to put. It kept him, like, it would protect his identity for the longest time. It's just, he got so obsessed with Trisha Una and thinking, like, oh, she's gonna reveal my identity, so I have to kill her. But it's like, if you just left her alone, I don't think she would have cared. And, like, you could see things coming from a mile away with your abilities and delete time, so you were good. You just got a little too scared for your own good. If that makes sense. And also he can hide in other bodies when it came to Silver Chariot's Requiem, so... Yeah. Probably... Probably there. Yeah. Okay. So for S rank, we have Gold Experience Requiem. Gold Experience, King Crimson, Zippers, Green Day High Ground, Fugo, what the hell is up with yours? Silver Chariot Requiem, Mr. President, Notorious B.I.G., Metallica, Mr. Rewind. He's like, hold up, let's look at that rewind footage. Aerosmith, Silver Chariot, Mr. Kinetic Energy right there. Mr. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, Beach Boys, the Deadly Fog dude that could turn you old, Frozone, where's my super suit? Mr. Sandman, Spice Girls is at B, followed by Black Sabbath and Baby Shark. C, we have Sex Pistols, Mr. Yo Dog, I heard you like boats. Notorious Big. I heard it was Notorious B.I.G. Yeah, Mr. Double Boats. And Babyface. Then there's the Mirror Guy at D. Tongue Guy at E. Rolling Stones at F. Fugo could have taken down the Ovolo with Purple Haze, and you can't tell me otherwise. Yeah, that would have been... Maybe that's why they kept him out, because he was OP. Mr. President Requiem with Polnareff is SSS. Wait, first off, you're giving me a lot of money. Secondly, like, did Requiem, did Mr. President have a Requiem? Would that be infinite rooms? Would there be a toilet in Mr. President Requiem? How much money does the stream have left? Now let's see instant replay. Ha, that's hot. Do you think this is good? Are there any changes that you would want to see besides Arthur that wants Mr. President? There, how about that? Is it better than Virus Incorporated? Mr. Highgrounds and Mr. Fugo, what the hell's up with yours? Mr. President Requiem would be like you staying at the Hilton with the unlimited buffet. There you go. That would be intense. What do you guys think? Is this good? This is perfect? Babyface can be good at making people good parents. Well, Gold Experience shouldn't be S, just A. I think it's actually a really good stand. It can like create life and shapeshift things. Like it turned Hirosei's luggage into a frog. Where's my luggage? There is Frog. But where's my... It is Frog. Just Frog. I'm gonna take my frog. Suitcase. It can shapeshift, it can create life, it can replace your body parts. It can heal you, kind of. It's a good stance. I'm keeping it at S. It's a golden experience, guys. Speedwagon is the most powerful stand. Act 4, Love Train Requiem over Heaven. Speedwagon. Best waifu. Good. The best of Mr. President at S tier. I mean, what's wrong with it? It create life, but it can't be anything in S without Requiem. I mean, it defeated, what's his name, Zipper. It beat up Green Day. It kind of used Fugo's messed up abilities to its advantage. And why would you want to beat up Mr. Turtle? It's still a good stand, in my opinion. So yeah. Let's go over our stands one last time. From Stardust Crusaders, we have Star Platinum, Zawarudo, and Cream at S. A, we have Magician's Red, Green Hierophant, Silver Chariot, Death 13, High Priestess, Geb, forgot, Horus at the A rank. B rank, we have Hermit Purple, The Fool, Yellow Temperance, Hangman, Justice, and Mother and Son together. Lovers, and Atom, I think that's what its name is. This little devil baby thing at C. The Gun, which is Emperor. The Oingo Boingo book. Magnets. Lots of magnets. Shadow with an axe. D, it's Blue Ocean. A literal boat. Ship. Empress. E, there's Wheel of Fortune. Hail to you, Genie Dude. Anubis. And the Gambler that could turn your souls into chips. Then at the bottom rank, there's Grey Tower, Sun, the older Oingo Boingo that could shapeshift his face, and tenor sax, but it's only because it's like he can create illusions, but he doesn't do anything with it. Game magnets. A journal made like a bunch of rabid dogs. He could have beaten every stand user. Think about it. You can't hurt the animals. Everything is reflected if you try to hurt them. Yeah, I think Araki kept forgetting that he had reflection abilities. Continuity. Diamond is Unbreakable. We have Star Platinum, Crazy Diamond, Killer Queen, The Hand, and Highway Strand, whatever its name is. A rank is Reverb 3, Heaven's Door, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Pearl Jam, and Rat. B, there's Reverb 2, Bad Company, Photo Daddy, Earth, Wind, and Fire, and Stray Cat. C, there's Requiem, not Requiem. C is Reverb 1, Aqua Necklace, Love Deluxe. Okay, I'm gonna pass that. I'm gonna leave How I Enter Borger. Arthur, thank you for your awesome generosity. You are amazing. Thank you so much. Hermit Purple, Invisible Baby, Octoon Baby, The Harvest, and Enigma. D, there's the little doll that can control your moves and clone the target. Boys to Men. E, there is Cinderella in this freaking tower thing. F is the Lock and the Cheap Trick. Then finally, Golden Wind with its S rank. Golden Wind Requiem, Golden Wind, King Crimson, Zipper Daddy. I have the high ground. Fuga, what the hell? Mr. President, Silver Chariot Requiem, Notorious Big, Metallica, YouTube Rewind, literally, Aerosmith, Silver Chariot Regular, the guy that can control kinetic energy, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, Beach Boys, the Deadly Fog one, Frozone, Sandman Swimmer, Spice Girls, Black Sabbath, Baby Shark. C rank is Sex Pistols, Yo Dog, I Heard You Like Boats, and Babyface. D rank is The Man in the Mirror. E rank is Baby Let Me Hold Your Tongue and Make You Lie. And F is the Rolling Stones. That's it! Those are my rankings for those stands from Stardust Crusaders to Golden Wind. Probably after I cook dinner, I'm gonna work on the, I can just stop my stream right here. I'm gonna try my best to work on the Golden Wind script. It is just giving me such huge writer's block, because I'm just like, where do I start with this one? Where do I start? But I want to thank you all so much for watching. But I'll do my best to try to script out Golden Wind as soon as I can and release that soon. But I'll let you know. Just turn to Twitter. In the meantime, subscribe to Glitch Productions and watch the first episode of Ultra Jump Mania. It is amazing. You guys should watch it. It stars me, and my friend David is the voice of the Elder God Tomato. Is it Elder God Tomato? I think it's just Elder Tomato. What do you mean, Mr. Tomato? And my husband Brendan did a little Foley sound effects for the crab, because like the sound effects guy is like, I need some original clicky noises that a crab would make, and Brendan randomly did it as we were on a Discord chat. He's like, that'll do. But definitely check out this channel and check out Ultra Jump Mania, and this is where Meta Runner Season 2 will air as well. But yeah, just follow us on Facebook and Twitter. We'll let you know what's next. I'm gonna do my best to finish up the Golden Wind review, but I'll let you know otherwise. And I may put top 10 catchiest openings of anime part 2 on hold, because next month is October, so I might go to the Patreon group and be like, hey yo, sorry that this list was late, but let's work on the Halloween one, and then we'll do the catchiest opening ones later. But take it away, try Dante. Okay? But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I'm gonna ask a bunch of questions, and I had to have them answer immediately. Like, I had to wrap things up. Hey, look, guys. I'm Golden Wind Requiem. Look at me. This is a JoJo reference. Upcoming videos will be my Golden Wind review, and I'm going to try to plan out my Halloween special, which I still need to come up with a costume for Halloween. Maybe I'll be Uzaki-chan, because that's not controversial at all. But other than that, this is where we're going to wrap it up. Just making sure I got everyone's comments. But thank you so much for watching. More awesome videos will be on the way, so stay tuned, Anime America. Bye bye.